Okay, so you want to own a cargo ship, not a boat, a ship, the kind that carries 20,000 steel containers across the Pacific Ocean while you sleep. But here's the strange part. The people who own these ships, they don't work on them. They don't even visit them most of the time. They just collect checks, sometimes $80,000 a day, while the ship does all the work. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much it costs to buy one, how the money actually flows in this business, and why some of the richest families in the world made their fortune doing exactly this. Let's get into it. First, what exactly are we talking about? A commercial cargo ship is any large vessel designed to carry goods across oceans. The most common type is a container ship. The biggest ones can carry 24,000 containers stacked on top of each other. To put that in perspective, if you lined up all those containers end to end, they would stretch 145 kilometers. The global shipping industry moves about 90% of everything traded in the world. Every iPhone, every sneaker, every car part that crosses an ocean comes on one of these ships. Right now, there are about 55,000 commercial ships operating worldwide. The total industry is worth around $14 trillion. But we are not here for a geography lesson. We are here to find out what it actually costs to own one of these things. To own a commercial cargo ship, here is what you're looking at. A small feeder vessel, the kind that moves goods between regional ports, will cost you around $20 to $30 million new. A mid-size Panamax container ship designed to fit through the Panama Canal, that's $60 to $80 million. And if you want one of the mega ships, like the ones Maersk and MSC operate, you're looking at $185 million to $200 million each. But buying is the easy part. Before your ship touches water commercially, you need flag registration, which costs around $5,000 to $10,000 a year. You need maritime certifications, that runs $50,000 to $150,000. And marine insurance on a $60 million ship costs roughly $500,000 to $800,000 per year. Add it all up, your total entry cost for a mid-size cargo ship is around $65 to $85 million. For reference, that's roughly the cost of 1,300 average American homes. Once you own it, the bills start immediately. Fuel is the single biggest expense. A container ship burns around 100 to 150 metric tons of bunker fuel every single day. At current prices of roughly $550 per ton, that's $55,000 to $82,000 per day, just for fuel. Crew costs another $80,000 to $120,000 per month. You need 20 to 26 crew members at all times: captain, engineers, navigators, deck officers. Every time your ship docks at a port, you pay $50,000 to $500,000 in port fees. Maintenance runs about $1.5 million per year, and every 5 years, you must dock drive your ship for full inspection. That costs $3 to $8 million each time. Total monthly burn on a mid-size cargo ship? Roughly $1.2 million to $2.8 million per month, or $15 to $22 million per year, before you earn a single dollar. Here's where it gets interesting. There are two main ways a cargo ship makes money. The first is the spot market. You rent your ship to whoever needs it right now at the current market rate. During the COVID shipping boom in 2021, the daily charter rate for a mid-size container ship hit $80,000 to $100,000 per day. Even in normal markets, rates run $15,000 to $35,000 per day. The second is a time charter contract. You lease your ship to a major company like Maersk or Costco for 1 to 3 years at a fixed daily rate. Stability over maximum profit. And here's the revenue stream most people never think about: scrapping. When a ship reaches the end of its 25 to 30-year life, you sell it to a demolition yard in Bangladesh or India. The steel alone fetches $10 to $25 million. Put it all together, a well-managed Panamax ship generates $8 to $30 million in annual revenue. Net profit margin runs 15 to 25% in normal years. In boom years like 2021, some owners made 300% returns in 12 months. Compare that to the stock market's average of 10% annually. With all this money, why do ship owners go broke? In 2016, the South Korean shipping giant Hanjin Shipping, the world's 7th largest container line, filed for bankruptcy. Overnight, 540,000 containers worth $14 billion were stranded at sea. Nobody would let their ships into port because Hanjin could not pay port fees. What happened? They ordered too many ships during the 2000s boom, betting that freight rates would stay high forever. When rates crashed in 2008 and never fully recovered, their debt became impossible to service. Mistake number 1, over-ordering ships during a market boom. The second failure story is the Ever Given. In 2021, this massive container ship got stuck in the Suez Canal for 6 days. It blocked $9.6 billion worth of trade every single day. The owner faced hundreds of millions in legal claims. Most small ship owners do not carry enough insurance to survive something like that. Mistake number 2, underinsuring against catastrophic events. So, should you own a cargo ship? Investment to get in, $65 to $85 million. Annual running costs, $15 to $22 million. Annual revenue in a normal market, $8 to $30 million. Net annual profit, roughly $1.5 to $8 million in a stable market. Payback period, 6 to 9 years, if everything goes right. My verdict, this is not a business for individuals. This is a business for families, consortiums, and institutional investors who understand market cycles. The Onassis family understood this. Aristotle Onassis started with one small tanker in the 1930s. By the time he died, he had one of the largest private fleets in the world and a net worth equivalent to $5 billion today. He did not get rich sailing ships. He got rich by understanding that the world will always need things moved from one side of the ocean to the other. That is the economics of owning a cargo ship. From $65 million to get in to $8 million per year in profit if you play it right. Subscribe. Next week, we're breaking down the economics of owning an oil tanker. The numbers on that one are even more extreme.